Welcome to Bold Moves Friday. Today, I want to talk to you about a concept that I've never heard before. And it's critically important when it comes to messaging and having your copy convert, which means making your copy inspire someone to take action and do something, right? So, this concept is skimmably readable. I want you, as you write copy, wherever you write it, in a blog, yes, even in a blog, a longer form, or in short form, like captions in social, wherever you're giving content, I want you to think of this phrase, skimmably readable. Here's what I mean. Instead of having a long paragraph, or even God forbid, a long sentence that just goes on and on and on, and you're with every extra line, you're making your people tax their brain, which feels hard. And so, what are they going to do? They're going to say, I'm done with that. I can't. So, what I want you to think about is how can I make this copy skimmably readable? That is, that they can scan it and understand it. Like even at a glance, you're skimming it and yet it's readable. So I wanted to tell you a couple things about how to do that. Okay. And then at the end, I want to talk to you about how this applies to web pages as well. But how can you make your copy skimmably readable? First, you can talk in one sentence paragraphs. Now, look, if you were the straight A student like I was almost a straight A student, but that's what I strived for. And I wrote formal briefs, appellate briefs, where the strictest grammar was required. Okay. Understand that that's your educational or academia. Now you're in entrepreneurship. So now the name of the game, so to speak, is to make things easy for your audience to consume what it is you're saying. They don't want to work hard. Let's make it easy. Okay. Skimmably readable. Number one sentence paragraphs. It'll feel strange if you've never done it before, but watch how much more engagement you're going to get. Next, I want you to think about how can I break up my text? And so, can you all caps certain words for emphasis? Can you italicize other words? Right? Maybe they're emphasis, but not quite as much as the all caps. And then maybe you can also add some bold, right? A couple of words are bolded. And then maybe add a parenthetical, a parentheses, right? And why? Why is this important? Because when you break up the text with the italics, with the bold, with the all caps, etc., it helps the eye to kind of see a stopping point. And believe it or not, it makes even a longer sentence skimmably readable. They can get it. They can scan it and read it. One other thing that I want to mention is bullet points, right? So skimmably readable, if you're like, when you do this, you'll achieve ABC. Don't put the ABC in this long paragraph. Set it out in a list. Okay, so there's 3 tips of making your content skimmably readable. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is your web pages and your sales pages. I want you to think in terms of making them skimmably readable. So we all know about headings, right? Like the main heading, and we have text, main heading, text. I want you to think about a main heading with like big lettering, and then another heading a little bit smaller, maybe a different font. I don't know. That might be nice. And then a subheading. So that when someone easily can consume the main heading, they easily at a glance can consume the underheading, the smaller heading. And then again, even still read the subheading, even though it's smaller font size, that they can read it. And so that if they never read the thicker text that you will see in sales pages or other web pages, they would still get the main points of what you want to put across, whether that page is your about page, if it's a sales page. So I want you to think in terms of this. This is very important. Skimmably readable. I want you to go to bed tonight thinking about that. Look at your content. Go back and look at the last week's content, wherever you put it out, and see if you can see what I'm talking about. Like, ooh, if you're not doing the things I talked about today, can you see how when you do, when you start, that it's going to be so much easier for your peeps to consume your amazing content? So feel free to please tell me in the comments if you like this suggestion, or if you have any questions, go ahead and post them down below. And if you like this type of quick 5 minutes or less content, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, because you don't want to miss these each and every Friday. Thanks. I'll see you next time.